True Media. What's good with the family, man? Hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on. Don't give up. Don't overthink it. And don't quit. Hold on. God said, hold on. Everything is working in your favor. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is working itself out, but you gotta hold on. Hold on and stay strong. See, we gotta understand, man. God is not the author of confusion. And God can't give you everything at one time, because without the proper and amount of insight and knowledge of what to do with the blessings that he give you, you would end up in a state of chaos and confused by what to do with it. So God got to take steps and make sure that you're ready for what you ask for. And we got to understand there's a lot of people out here on edge right now, ready to give up, ready to throw in the towel, and ready to quit on life. But what I'm telling you is, God said, hold on, man. Hold on and be strong. We in a day and age. We in an hour. We in a time where you got to have some kind of spiritual strength. You got to have some kind of spiritual insight. And you got to be spiritually connected with the Most High, man, to understand that life is like seasons. You know, it's not that you fail in life. Some seasons is just meant for you to learn from. It's some seasons that God take us through where we being watered. You know, it's like a garden where you water your plant. You don't see nothing sprout. You don't see nothing grow. But then it's going to come a season where that seed is going to sprout up out the dirt and it's going to grow. And see, that's the same way how God is with us, man. Some seasons he take us through the process of being watered. That way we can be properly prepared and ready and nurtured to spring and grow into who he always wanted us to be. And what I'm telling you is, you not failing. You not behind in life. Don't give up. You just in a season of being watered. I say you in a season right now of being watered, man. And you in a process. And God got his hands on you. But you can't give up. And you can't allow the enemy to whisper into your ears that it's over for you. You can't allow the enemy to whisper into your ears that you need to give up. You can't allow the enemy to whisper into your ears that it ain't no hope for the future. I'm going to tell you right now, man, the Most High is by your side. Cast your burdens on God. Sit back and let God do the work. Sometimes as humans, we be trying to do too much. We be trying to say too much, do too much, and we don't even have no place to say half the things we saying. We don't even have no place to do some of the things that we doing. Man, God wants you to relax. Relax your mind. Relax your thoughts. Keep your mind and your attention focused on him and watch him work. And don't get in the way of the process. See, sometimes we be slowing down our own progress because we get in the way of the process. I said sometimes we be slowing down our own progress because we get in the way of the process of what the Most High is doing for us in our life. You dig what I'm talking about? And you got to learn how to be patient. You got to learn how to be patient. Stop listening to this world out here telling you you got to be, 10 toes down all the time and grind up from sun up to sun down, man. That's cool sometimes. But sometimes God just wants you to realize and understand, man. You in a season of being watered. You're not in a season to sprout or to blossom. You in a season of learning, healing, regathering and recalibrating your thoughts to become a healthy version of yourself. And when God is ready for you to spring up out the dirt, you're going to blossom. But you got to understand it's a process. And God is telling you to hold on. Don't give up. I know what they saying about you and your family. I know how they talking about you. I know how they talking about you at work. I know what they saying about you at school, on your job. But what I'm telling you is don't give up. And don't pay the enemy or his children no attention. You stay focused on the Most High. You stay focused on your mission. Don't give up. I know the doctor telling you that you might not make it. You only got 6 months to live. Don't give up. I know people done told you growing up since a child that you wasn't gonna never be nothing in life. You wasn't gonna never amount to be nothing because you didn't have your mama. You wasn't gonna never amount to be nothing because you didn't have your daddy. I'm telling you right now, don't give up, man. Stay strong. You in the season of being watered. Okay? Don't think you failing. Don't think it's too late for you. Don't think you behind. Don't think you don't have enough. Don't think you ain't tough enough or strong enough or equipped enough to receive the blessings of the Most High. God just got you on standby for right now. He trying to clear the way for you. He trying to clear the path for you. If he would have gave it to you too early, whatever you was asking for, you would have blew it. God is trying to clear the path for you. Make sure that you got a clear path ahead of you. Make sure that you have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and the insight to be able to navigate this world and this reality like he wants you to, man. Don't give up. Don't give up. I know you dealing with childhood traumas. Don't give up. I know your relationship with your spouse is kind of shaky. Don't give up. Hold on. Hold on, man. Hold on. God is in control. And what I'm telling y'all is we be in the way of the process. And we be forfeiting the progress because we be slowing up the process when the Most High is trying to do his work. Sometimes you got to take a step back and say, God, do your work. I trust in you. I don't believe in you. I trust in you. It's a difference between believing and trusting. We trust in God. We know God. We honor God. We worship God. Look, let me tell you something. You got to get to a point to where you got to give it to the Most High. Or you going to be like a dog chasing his tail out here, man. You going to be running in circles. You're going to be running in place like a hamster on a wheel. And what I'm telling you is it's time to dial it back down. Stop listening to all the outside noise and what everybody telling you you should do or what you shouldn't do. And listen to God. And go in the direction that God wants you to go in. You dig what I'm talking about? Pray for clarity. Pray for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Pray for insight. Pray that the Most High can give you a spirit that's sound, that's aware of the voice, of the presence when he's present, of the voice when you're trying to get some kind of clarity of what to do next in your life. You need God to talk to you, but you can't hear God if you keep blocking him out by listening to everybody else. And what I'm telling you right now is hold on. God said, hold on and stay strong. Everything is going to be okay, man. Wipe your tears from your eyes. I know you've been dealing with a lot. I know you've been going through a lot. We all been dealing with a lot. We all been going through a lot. And we all have been through a lot in our lives. But you got to hold on. You got to keep fighting. You got to keep strong. And you got to keep progressing forward. And you can't allow the enemy to get you to give up. You can't allow the enemy to get you to turn your back on the Most High. You can't allow the enemy to get you caught up into listening to everything that's outside of the purpose that God got planned for you in your life. Okay? I just wanted to make this message and tell y'all, man, God said, hold on. Stay strong. Put God first. And I'm telling you, man, let God do his work. Okay? Relax. Relax. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop stressing about them bills. Stop stressing about that car note. Stop stressing about what people say about you, how people feel about you. God said, hold on. He working it out. Everything is going to come together. But you got to understand that. You got to block out all the noise in the process. Okay? You got to block out all the noise in the process because you in the season of being watered. Okay? And I'm telling you, God is getting ready to do wonders in your life, to give you better health, to give you a husband, to give you a wife, to give you that job or that career position you always wanted. But you gotta hold on. All right? All right? That's my message of the day. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I love y'all. Until next time, God bless y'all. Peace out. 100.